Hey guys, welcome back to Hog Wild Records. We're here to pick a new lunchtime record, still closed. I'm standing right in front of the punk section, but I could be standing in front of the metal section because today, I got the record over here. Today we're going to pick a record from DRI, Crossover from 1987. DRI, Dirty Rotten Imbeciles from Houston, Texas. Crossover referred to the marriage of two styles of music that had a lot in common: punk rock and metal. Um, I remember hearing stories about Crossover not being well received in some parts of the country, bands that were playing Crossover getting full cans of beer tossed in their faces. My recollection in San Antonio is that Crossover took hold really fast, and it made a lot of sense for a town that had grown up on metal and then become punk rockers. I remember shows at the Bone Club after midnight. I remember a bunch of shows. Cameo Theater had a bunch of shows. I had to print up this flyer that I found on the internets. This is from, I guess, this is an Anthrax flyer. I'm guessing 85 because it's the Fistful of Metal tour. So you've got Anthrax, you've got Metal Church, and there you've got DRI. This is the Sunken Gardens. And if you can see there, you can get tickets down at Hog Wild Records for this show. So if you got a time machine and you want to see Anthrax, Metal Church, and DRI, Sunken Gardens, you can come get tickets here. DRI, Crossover, the what? Crossover is the musical equivalent of the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. You got punk rock in my metal. No, you got metal in my punk rock. Man, those pits were crazy, weren't they, kids? So yeah, and it makes sense to put the two together, really, because Motorhead really had elements of punk rock there, right? You got early 80s Discharge, you got Faith and Void laying the seeds for all this kind of stuff. And then when it hit big. I mean, you had the Stormtroopers of Death, you had Corrosion to Conformity, Suicidal Tendencies. You had shows like this where crossover bands were getting played with, Slayer had, I remember DRA playing with Slayer too in '88. So it just made a lot of sense. Hard, loud, and fast all together. So we will put a Spotify playlist link. It is going to be loud and fast. Like I said, if you're not in the mood for loud and fast, that's cool. You can pick your own record. But if you have any kind of inkling for loud and fast and you've never heard this record, you really should. I'll be listening to it at noon. We can all hang out, listen to it, and we'll have some fun. All right, guys, get the pit ready. We'll see you at noon.